Good morning. I'm Mesdeline, and I'm bringing you another oracle card today. And a couple of disclaimers. I was trying to use YouTube, but my live streaming kept getting interrupted. I have supposedly top-of-the-line internet here. And the other thing is, I don't dress up for this. You might notice I was cold today. So I hope you're having a good Sunday morning. And today I want to share this card with you. The word wants to be written. This is an amazing card, amazing. And look at that artwork. That is just so beautiful. So you might have been taught that creativity is something you have to work hard to access, or that finding your life purpose is so difficult that you must search high and low for it. Yet what you are is within you and wants to come out at every available opportunity. Yesterday's card was trust yourself, so this is kind of an extension of that. Trust yourself to know who you really are. You don't have to struggle so much. It's more about allowing space for it to manifest and to let the energy flow. The effort is in getting out of your own way, not in making something happen. I love the way that's said. So this oracle brings you the message that you are dreaming, what you are dreaming of or seeking to do, create, live, or manifest is actually very natural for you, and that is why you want to do it. If you've experienced controlling and manipulative forces as you were growing up, excuse me, and many of us on the spiritual path did, or were told that, there was no such thing as voices, and we were shut down, or, some people see things, some people hear things, and as children we were shut down, right? So if you experienced controlling and manipulative forces when you were growing up, you would have found it hard to access your natural state at that time. You would have been too busy trying to adapt and get through the trials of childhood. Then when you finished navigating childhood and started to let go of who you were taught to be in order to become who you really are, you may have found your life path was not easily accessible. That's simply because your true and natural self was covered by layers of shame from the early conditioning that you had to be other than you are in order to win love or be acceptable. I don't know about you, but that really rings true for me on a super deep level. However, that natural self hasn't gone anywhere. It's still within you. That's the really good news. The sacred rebel within can empower you to love yourself no matter what, simply because you want to. This oracle brings you the guidance that you are now powerful enough to break the cycle. It is time to stop the shame and claim yourself in love instead. What you want to write, sing, dance, or become is you. It's natural. Drop your defenses. Get into the grit and confront the power that any old shaming has over you. It's finished now. Done. Life is urging you to do so because the work wants to happen. What you want to create wants to be created. The word wants to be written. You just need to let go of any remnants of the past that have been in your way. Step firmly over them and onto your path. So what this is about is, I lost something. What this is about is letting go of that shame and being who we're meant to be, being who we really are, okay? I believe that we're all an extension of divinity. All of us are filled with the light of divinity, and however you want to express that. Some people Christ-like, God, whatever. I call it divinity, spirit, light. And so I just have to take a little aside. One of the things I really love about this room is all the light. I lived in a place that didn't have windows for quite a while, so this is such a blessing to me. So anyway, back to shame. I want to tell you that shame is an emotion. It's not a truth. I want you to remember that. Shame is an emotion. It is not a truth. So, also, it's something that is usually put on us from the outside. It's not something that comes from the inside. Not at all. We're not born, we're not little tiny babies born into this world in perfection and contain shame in any way. No, absolutely not. That is something society put on us, usually parents or abusers especially. So remember, it's an emotion, not a truth. One of the things I've noticed in my work with women is that they feel ashamed because of what's happened to them. So as a child, they may have been molested and they feel ashamed about that. I raise my hand to that one. They might be a rape victim and they're ashamed of that. So many rapes aren't reported because of that shame, because it's like we take on, the rapist should be the one who's ashamed. They did something shameful. And that's not to say they need to keep that shame. I feel that everybody can heal, but they did something shameful. The victim did not do anything shameful. But somehow we take on that shame, and I think it's a societal thing that we become tainted. So that's a shameful thing. So we carry that shame sometimes through our entire life. I've talked to women who revealed for the first time in their 70s. One was 79, almost 80, revealed for the first time something that had happened to her as a child that she was so deeply ashamed of that she kept a secret inside of herself and had never been able to actually live her life as who she really was, right? She kept that hidden, she kept that secret. Once she was able to speak it and voice it and put it out there into the light, her life changed, even at age 79. Excuse me. Her life changed. And she was able to truly embrace her spiritual self, the light that she is in the world. And so I'd say that what I would like you to leave with today is that knowing that shame is not the truth. It's certainly not the truth of who you are. And that this time when we're being called to, yesterday I talked about being in the cocoon during this time and growing our wings. This is part of that, okay? It's a time where the world basically is being put into a timeout. And during that timeout, you can be mad, you can be sad, or you can see it as an opportunity for growth, right? We always have a choice of how we react to things. We don't always have a choice of what happens to us. I mean, who chose to be in quarantine because of a virus? But we can choose how we react to that. So one of the ways we can react, is to go inside and just look at what's really there. Look at who we really are and allow ourselves to let go of shame and perhaps pain and that emotional stuff that we carry with us. Let it go and become lighter. And then when we get through to the other side, our wings are going to be even more expansive, right? So you are perfect just the way you are. Perfect. And you can choose how you want to react to any situation. And the main thing I always tell myself is to choose love. Choose love, a loving response. And most of all, love yourself. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you can, soak up some light in nature today. Namaste.